Thank you, Dr. Steflaris. President Colleen Hainich, Board of Trustees, Christian brothers, faculty and staff, family and friends, and our honored guests, welcome to the 2018 LaSalle University Commencement Ceremony. Students, I would like to begin by congratulating you on all your hard work that has brought you to this point. Never doubt that you deserve this moment. But if you do doubt, I hope that what I am about to say can change your mind and show you just how truly remarkable you are. For most of our graduating class, when we were accepted to LaSalle University, our orientation process was very appropriately called Day One. Others of us joined LaSalle as transfer students or adult learners, but regardless of how we got here, our new administrators told us this was the first day of a new part of our lives, and the first day we could truly call ourselves explorers. I remember very distinctly feeling the importance of the day. It was different from the kind of designated occasion of your birthday when your uncle, trying to be funny, asks you if you feel any older. Birthdays are special, but they rarely feel like a giant step into your future. For me, Day One was a defining moment. Everything in my life became split into two: the time working toward Day One and the time that came after. If my calculations are correct, if you attended Day One with me on June 2nd, 2014, you have been an explorer today for 1,447 days. In those 1,447 days, we as a class have shaped LaSalle University in countless ways. Perhaps on Day 100, you joined that club you never thought you'd join. And on Day 1,000, you became the president. We have added student organizations to campus. We have advocated for a better community. We have strived to achieve great academic feats. We have balanced families and full-time job obligations. And above all, we have grown to become the people we are supposed to be. LaSalle has a certain magical quality about it. I admit that my classmates are human, and I would never pretend to believe that any of us are perfect. What I do believe, however, is that we are a community of kindness. It takes a very special kind of person to choose LaSalle. I have twice lost my wallet on this campus, and it has twice been returned to me because someone recognized my picture and wanted to return it to its rightful owner. Explorers are the kind of people that I want to surround myself with for the rest of my life. In her book, Wonder, a novel about acceptance and growing up, author R.J. Palacio summarizes the values that I see every day in my classmates. She writes, courage, kindness, friendship, character. These are the qualities that define us as human beings and propel us, on occasion, to greatness. In the last 1,447 days, LaSalle University has taught us to hone in on these qualities. We had them before we came here, but LaSalle taught us how to show them to each other and how to use them to make the world a better place. And before we walk across that stage, I want to make sure that each and every one of you sees the beauty that I see in each of you. The first quality R.J. Palacio lists is courage. I think this may be the hardest for us to recognize, especially within ourselves. But I see courageous acts all around me. It is in class presentations and auditions for the play and a solo sung in the chapel. It is in students who commute here each night, coming from full-time jobs and a family at home. I see it in students who admit they could use some assistance and reach out to a tutor. I see courage in students who admit they cannot handle something alone and schedule an appointment with the Student Counseling Center. And best of all, these healthy explorers can stand up for what they believe in. My classmates have attended protests, written petitions, and have spoken up when they don't feel something is just. It is not easy to stand your ground, but LaSalle gives us an environment that fosters free thought and expression. We are brave individuals who seek justice for our global community. My classmates are courageous when they go on service trips to Appalachia and study abroad in Ireland. We are brave because we see opportunities and do not let them pass us by. Take that courage with each of you. It will serve you well. Palacio's next quality is kindness, and this is my personal favorite and why I love this community as much as I do. To continue to quote Wonder, there's a beautiful statement in the book. When given the choice between choosing right and being kind, choose kind. Explorers are naturally driven to choose kind, and that is, in my opinion, one of our greatest achievements. The founder of our mission and the Christian brothers, St. John Baptist de La Salle, once said, "Never speak to anyone except with kindness." This kindness is a natural part of us, but it is brought out because of our professors and the presence of the Christian Brothers on our campus. It is in the professors who plan our student activities and in the Multicultural Center and the campus ministry. Our professional community keeps us safe, healthy, and treats us with the respect we are expected to show others. This kindness is in the Starbucks barista that gives ice water to a student working late nights on the set for the upcoming play, or studying late in the union. It is in the RA who stays up all night to write an incident report with a troubled student. It is in the majors like nursing and teaching and speech pathology and students who attend the PSPCA or neighborhood tutoring. We are good to each other. On this campus, I feel safe. I know I can ask another student for directions. Everyone smiles and says hello when you walk past. They stop and talk to you about those cars that just won't let you seem to cross the street, or they compliment you on their way to the student union. Students will approach you and tell you that you did a good job. We are proud for other explorers. We are good to each other. We choose kind. Up next is the quality of friendship. They often say you will meet your lifetime friends in college. I hope that this is true for each of you, wherever you have found them. I know the girls that I live with and my friends from theater and speech therapy have made an unending impression on my life. I would not get through most days without them. They light up my world, and I would be nowhere without their support. We love LaSalle because no matter where we go, we can usually find someone who is willing to talk and listen. Students here value their friends and are fiercely loyal. When tragedy struck our campus earlier this year, taking with it 2 beautiful students, this campus reacted with such force and passion that it took my breath away. Students stood by one another and comforted each other and reminded each other how to laugh. Yes, the whole campus was wounded. They were one of us, everyone seemed to say. We lost a friend. And explorers will do anything for their friends. De La Salle will be proud of us. He said, a union in a community is a precious gem. If we lose this, we lose everything. This campus considers even those they may not know well a part of themselves because they are an explorer. It is a fierce kind of love and devotion to one another. This friendship quality, I believe, is what secures our motto, that explorers are never lost. It is not the campus, but the people. They simply would not stand for one of their own to be lost, especially not if they are the ones that can supply the map. Lastly, Palacio lists character. This quality causes me to pause and think. Isn't a person's character made up of how courageous, how kind, and how good of a friend they are to others? At first, I wasn't sure if character really counted as its own quality, or rather if it was simply a summary of who we are. I've come to the conclusion that character, instead, is how we use these qualities when no one is watching. Perhaps it is not fair for me, then, to assess the overall quality of my classmates. However, I am going to go out on a limb and make a prediction. Once we leave this university, explorers will be ready to share their newly polished qualities with the world. After all, this is the very mission we have been trained to complete. Yes, we will be doctors, teachers, lawyers, and politicians, but we will also change the world beyond our professions. Explorers, let's make it our goal to step out into the world and change the expectations. We need to take what we've learned at LaSalle, the way we treat each other and our education, and spread it around. We need to show others that being courageous and kind and a good friend is the new normal, not the beautiful exception. I have loved considering LaSalle a safe place to learn how to handle the real world, but here, about to receive our diplomas, we are the immediate future. We are the ones who decide. We have had 1,447 days to practice, and now we are ready. Thank you to those who have taught us, to our faculty, to our staff, to our friends, and to our families. Explorers, they got us here. Now it's our turn. Go. Explore a possibility of a world that expects courage, kindness, friendship, and character. And once you start exploring, never stop. Congratulations, LaSalle University graduating class of 2018.